Your First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
I don't think you should cancel any plans this weekend due to the weather. Even tomorrow, stay abreast of the changing weather conditions. We're looking at complexes of storms. What that means is they'll develop and you get about a 2-hour window where they'll move through, and then after that they're done, and then we'll wait probably 6 to 8 hours later and another round will come through. We've added Saturday to the First Alert Weather Day. If anything, it looks a little bit more intense perhaps, with a faster, better organized moving line coming through around the noon hour. And then Sunday, I don't think we'll extend this out, because by then you're going to get the picture, you're going to get this pattern. It's going to be with us through probably Tuesday, periods of showers and storms. Little fog out there, and we're looking at 76 in the shoals, nothing on the radar. We won't start the morning with any thunderstorms either. They'll fire up as we get later into the early afternoon hours. We'll go through that hour by hour in a second. And we've got energy out here across the plains tonight. Had a lot of severe weather in West Texas, some significant hail and tornadoes there, but it's not a weather system coming in. It's the upper level energy coming in, and these storms will be long gone by tomorrow morning. So here's 7:30 for your Friday morning, a very muggy, warm start to the day, and we're probably going to hit 90 in a few spots, so the atmosphere is just going to be boiling. I think the model guidance is probably off. It shows these isolated storms out here, and the reason I say that is I think we're going to be capped. The upper levels of the atmosphere are going to be pretty warm, so we have to wait on that upper air disturbance to roll in, and that happens between 2 and 3 o'clock, and you notice how it gets a little better organized here, and we notice all the thunderstorms kind of uniformly tracking to the east-southeast. Here's 5 o'clock, some of you getting off work, maybe a little bit earlier than that across the Huntsville metro area. I think we'll have a little bit stronger activity from Moulton to Decatur, near Hartselle and Falkville at that time as well, and that will track east. The other model guidance showing this coming in, a secondary boundary coming in at 10 o'clock. I give this about a 15-20% chance of happening. So that is the other thing. The model guidance is not going to be exact with this, so give it a little, take it with a grain of salt, so to speak. And it's also possible these complexes can barely miss us to the north or barely miss us to the south. So Saturday morning, both mornings, Friday, Saturday, look uneventful. Not much going on, but notice the difference here with the model guidance. Around noon Saturday, a lot more purple in here indicating heavier rainfall rates, also more intense lightning. There's probably going to be kind of this squall as it stretches from north to south. There's probably going to be a big shelf cloud lining up the entire area. Strong gusty winds. Notice how quickly this moves through. So I think our potential for damaging straight line winds will be higher with the Saturday storm system. But by 4:30, it's gone. However, Saturday night, here comes another complex coming in from the west with more heavy rain. So at some point by Sunday or Monday, we could be dealing with some flooding out there due to some areas picking up about 3 inches of rain. Rain chances remain high, at least through Tuesday. Here's your 10-day forecast. Stay weather alert Friday, Saturday. A lot of outdoor activities going on. Some of you may be out there camping, boating. It gets real hazy this time of year, so the best advice I can give you if you're going to be alert and awake and someone's watching the weather, download our 48 First Alert weather app. It'll give you those lightning alerts, and if you're out on the water, it's going to be lightning and wind that'll be your biggest problems.
All right, stay alert. As you said, this weekend, I have girlfriends coming into town, and so I wanted a clear weekend.
2-hour inconvenience maybe.
Okay,
so,
well then that makes
unless
me
the power goes out, and then maybe 4. We'll see. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
All right. Well, there's more to love at One Zoo. We'll show you.